from where, Madison? Where are we at?
Church.
We are at Limitless Church, Sarnia, Ontario, Canada is in the house. So I'm hoping that our comments will appear on screen here, Maddie.
It should. It says it will.
It should, but it's been acting up lately. So let's just pray that that all gets sorted out. I'm going to turn my volume down.
That's
yeah. So here we are. We are at Limitless Church, and we are wanting to tell you about our Limitless Ladies group we're having, right, Madison?
Yeah.
So she's doing all her social media stuff. She tags people in, and she's the brains and the tech team behind this. But look, doesn't she look cute today in all of her leopard? Woo! We wanted to be fun today, didn't we? It's supposed to be hot today here in Canada. So we decided to come to the church because outside of our house, they have ripped up the whole ditch bank.
Mr. and I think they're building a sidewalk.
I think they are building a sidewalk, but the ditch bank is all ripped up. It's a horrible mess. And they had all these machines going out there, and my glasses in the cupboard were actually rattling today. So it's just like, okay, this isn't the greatest.
I don't think comments are
I don't think. Yeah, so we're gonna have to read your comments on there if you want to put it up here so I can see it. So our iPad's a little acting up. It's a little.
Hers is. Mine's
Wackadoodle. Yours is fine. Of course it is. So here we are at the church because it was way too loud. We couldn't go live outside today at the house. It was loud inside, wasn't it, Madison? Because all these machines were like digging up.
It was shaking the whole house.
It was shaking the whole house. Our dishes were rattling inside. So it was a little bit crazy. So we are coming to you live from Limitless Church. And Maddie and I this afternoon are working at the Limitless Ladies group, laughing and loving ladies back to life. Woo! So isn't that a mouthful? Laughing and loving ladies back to life at Limitless Ladies Church. So we are starting and launching that group next month, and it is going to be all about the fun. So in that group, we are going to help women, body, soul, and spirit. We're going to talk about everything that a woman needs to, look good and feel better, and joy injections, Jesus injections, faith-filled support, to lock arms with other women that we can encourage each other, and just talk about anything that a woman needs to be better. So obviously Jesus and faith is number one, but also they need to have laughter. They need to love each other and support each other, and whatever that looks like, and whether we're doing hair and makeup or fashion, how to put an outfit together, thrifting, because we can dress on a dime and look fun and still have a great look and a great vibe and, feel good. Because I talk about that in my book, Beauty in the Ashes. When you look good, you feel better. And it's so important for women to feel their best. So that's what we want to encourage women to do. We want to encourage them body, soul, and spirit. So whether it's talking about working out, healthy recipes, health and wellness, there's just so many things that we can touch on, and I'm excited. So we're going to start that group next month, and then we're going to roll into fall with it, and it's going to be super fun, isn't it, Madison? Yes. So we're jumping on here. It's super annoying that this iPad thing is still not working out.
You need your notes,
but it's okay. We're just gonna roll with it. She's saying to me, "I need my notes." Okay, but you gotta come back to the land of the living, Maddie.
I am in the land of the living.
Okay, so say hi to everybody. Show them your eyeballs.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, so what were we gonna talk about today, Maddie? Okay. So today we are talking about what we would say to our younger selves. Okay?
It's like we're doing a time travel back.
Time travel back. Have you ever felt unseen, unheard, unsure, or unworthy? I'm sure we all have, right? At some point in our life, we've all felt like that. So if you've ever said, I wish I knew back then
what I know now.
What I know now. How many of us have said that? Like, oh my goodness, I wish I would have known in my 20s and 30s what I know now in my 50s, it would be life-changing, right? And life is so organic that sometimes we just really don't know what we're doing, and we coast along, and as we mature, we learn so many things along the way, right? So I know I've thought this so many times. It's like, wow, I wish I would have known this then, what I know now. We don't have to have it all figured out, do we, Maddie?
That's point number one.
That's point number one. Anyway, we're going to talk truth bombs, laughter, scripture, and healing for every age. Right, Maddie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm half. And you're...
Because she's half. She's reminding me. She's actually less than half. How old are you, Maddie?
22.
22, Maddie!
still half.
22! How old
half
is
in a bit.
How old is Mom?
Oh, 53.
53! So she's less than half. Less than half.
More than half.
Yes. But anyway, oh, you know what? I have an earring coming off. Would you like to just say hello, Madison? Sorry, I decided to go with these big gold earrings.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart, Proverbs 3, 5 to 6.
Oh my goodness, that's such a good scripture. Do you want to read any more? So, number 1 point was you don't have to have it all figured out. So how many times are we so, like, we get so upset with ourselves that we don't, everything has to be perfect. We have to have it all figured out.
This and this.
We have to have it all mapped out.
We have to have a mask. Everything's going to be okay.
Madison in the car on the way over. That, you know what it's okay. If there's anything I've learned from Pastor Kim is that, you know what, enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment, because sometimes the devil tries to steal from us, and he gets us into he gets us into stinking thinking, and we think it has to be a certain way.
We have to feel like we have to be perfect every time we show up.
Right, and we don't have to be perfect, do we?
Do it!
I was looking to see if there was comments on there, because she's going to hog the comments. You have to let me know if the comments are on, Maddie, and what people are saying.
Ruined it.
Okay, I just ruined it. Anyway, so we don't have to have it all figured out.
Denise,
Don't believe. Hi, Denise. Thanks for joining. Thanks everybody for joining. We love y'all from Canada.
Hello from Virginia, Rosa Greenway.
Oh, hello, Rosa. Thanks for joining us. Awesome to have you here on this Thursday
from Virginia.
morning from Virginia. That's awesome. So, Madison read the scripture, Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all our ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct our path. So sometimes we can get really stuck on what's the next step? What do I have to do next? Like,
Laura?
I don't have that figured out.
Laura
Yes.
Holland.
You always look beautiful. Thank you, Laura. Oh, that's from Canada. You know what? I like to be fun. So that's why our ladies group is going to be fun. It's going to be all about laughing and loving ladies back to life. Because you know what? I find is ladies need more laughter, don't they? They need more laughter and more love.
I'm just saying they need to be more valued.
They need to be more valued, right? A lot of women don't realize their value, do they?
No.
Right? And they don't have an encouragement or a tribe or someone they can lock arms with. So, okay, the truth is God already has the plan. Wow. You don't have to carry the pressure. So
Thanks,
God has
Lauren.
the plan. Oh, Massenberry's fabulous. Yes, she is. Because she's my daughter and she's come a long way, baby, haven't you? God's got great plans for you. Jeremiah 29:11. I know the plans I have for you, Madison, and they are good in the hood. So, don't carry that pressure. How it helps. So, releases perfectionism. So sometimes, especially as women, we can really be hard on ourselves. We want everything perfect.
Everything has to be said.
Has to be perfect. Like there's going to be a movie shoot at your house in 5 minutes, right? And that is just not a realistic way of living, right? God just wants us to enjoy the moments. Take a deep breath, right? And you know what? Little is much when God is in it. He's in the small stuff. Gives grace to those in progress.
It encourages surrender, not strive.
Right.
Striving or surviving.
Encourages surrender, not striving.
Do not strive to survive.
Do not strive to survive. Do not strive to survive. I like that, Maddie. So how many women are out there doing that? You know, they're striving to survive and they're getting lost.
Yeah.
They're getting
It's
lost in all the little things.
And that's actually a mechanism too.
Okay, talking to the camera. Look up here.
Surviving is actually a way that there's fight, flight, or freeze. Surviving is fight and flight.
Wow. You want to talk about that?
Fighting means fighting means you just counteract it, and then flight means you just leave, like you escape.
Just get me out of here. I'm crawling under the carpet.
If you think of, like, I don't know.
Think of
To
what?
make it easier,
Mm-hmm.
if you think of a lion to a gazelle, the gazelle could either fight or it can run.
Wow. That's right.
But the gazelle runs because it's like, this lion's attacking me. I'm gonna leave.
That's true, actually.
But sometimes we have to not be the gazelle. We have to be the other equal that looks at that predatory thing. Whether it's
this is getting deep thoughts with Madison. The predatory thing.
whether it be like a situation, a person. That person could also be yourself.
Look at the camera, Maddie.
Sometimes you gotta stand face to face and actually chop the head off.
Chop the head off the giant.
That.
Slay your
So instead
Goliath.
of being that gazelle and running,
Woo!
sometimes you have to turn around and chop the head off.
Yes. You need to slay your giants.
That
Get
too.
rid of your Goliath. Right? It's
Yes,
true,
that.
though. Right? And sometimes, as women, we can procrastinate
Instead
and
of
make
being
that
the prey, be the predator.
Instead of being the prey, be the predator. Woo! Maddie! She gonna preach on today! Woo! Woo! See?
Yeah.
Woo! Man, she's on it. National Geographic fame! Lorraine, that is the best! Madison has got National Geographic fame, and look at her. She got her cheetah leopard print on, and she is going out into the wild. She will not let anything stop her. Girlfriend, that is amazing. So, anything else,
Are you
Maddie? I'm good, but you gotta look in the camera. We gotta see your eyeballs, because when your hat's down, we can't see your eyes, so just
That's
wait.
okay.
See everybody. No, they want to see your face, Maddie. That's why they tune in. Everybody say hi to Maddie and tell her how beautiful her eyes are. Okay, so when I used to think I had to carry it all, how many women are like that? As a wife, a mom, a business owner, cancer survivor, but, the big but, not the big but, B-U-T. God reminded me, I'm not the Savior, He is. Hello, sometimes us women can get lost in our stinking thinking. So trusting Him with the outcome is what saved my sanity. So sometimes we can get so overwhelmed, and even Madison this morning on the way over to the church, we were talking, and you know what? I said, you know what? We cannot get overwhelmed by the stuff. Stuff is always going to be there. Static is always going to be there.
Yeah.
There's always going to be commercial breaks in life. Whether, you know, a friend passes away, a diagnosis, a divorce, you know, a job loss, you lose your house, you lose your car. There's so many things that could happen, and we just cannot lose our focus, right? We need to stay in tune with Jesus and let Him save our sanity and give it to Him.
I thought I had to be like everyone else, do the same things as everybody else, just to feel normal.
Right.
But I'm learning that, like, those normal people may have. I use quotes for like normal.
But who's the one that writes the definition of normal? Right?
Well,
We're all different. Oh, sorry. Different.
So my normal path is different than your normal path. It's okay.
That's right.
Still leads somewhere, just
Right.
different areas.
Right. So God uses us all differently, right? And my normal path is different than your normal path.
Because your voice
It's different than anyone
matters,
else's
even
on
when
here.
it shakes.
Loren, you gals keep me laughing and feeling the joy. Woo, woo, woo. We want you to feel the joy.
So number
Can you
two.
feel the love today?
Number two.
It's in the air. It's Maddie and Mom Thursday morning. Shenanigans all the way.
Number two.
Number two, your voice matters even when it shakes. So never forget that your voice matters in everything.
Jeremiah 1:9. I put my words in your mouth.
I put my words in your mouth. Wow. So the
It's
truth is, your voice. Sing it, Madison.
Your voice has power, even if it's quiet or unsure.
Ooh! So our voice has power.
Sometimes the quiet people have the loudest of voices.
Quiet, even if you're not singing, even if you're not shouting, it still has power, right? Even if you're quiet and unsure, insecure, it still has power, right? And like we've talked about before, life and death are in your tongue, so speak blessings. So how does it help, Madison? It builds confidence, it encourages truth telling, and it reminds everyone that their voice carries value, right? So many times as women, how many women out there think, well, it doesn't really matter. I don't need to do that because, I'm not that person, or God will never use me, or I've got too much garbage that happened in my past. God could never use me in that way. And that's a bunch of bunk, right? So we got to just remind ourselves that your voice carries value. Okay, Madison's got a thought here, everybody. So go ahead.
Quiet people always know more than they seem. Although very normal, their inner world is by default fronted mysterious and therefore assumed weird. Never underestimate the social awareness and sense of reality in a quiet person. They are some of the most observant people, because the most dangerous person is the one who listens, thinks, and observes.
They take it all in, and they're able to data process that, right?
And you're lucky that they don't say anything.
Wow. And they just keep that data processing before they spit out.
Because the silence of the good people is more dangerous than the brutality of the bad people.
Woo! Maddie girl! Man, she preaching it loud this morning.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo. So I had written down here, there was a season I lost my voice. Not literally, but emotionally. And I think we can all relate back to times that there was seasons that we lost our voice. And, after betrayal and divorce, I felt like my words didn't matter. So, how many times as women have we felt like our words do not matter, and you just want to go in a closet, just be quiet and not say anything. You're just like, it's not worth the fight. But God restored my voice. And through journaling, through worship, through bold obedience, through singing, through relationships, through mentors, like there's so many things that he did that helped pick up all those pieces that were scattered all over. Like I always say, it's like a mosaic, that he takes all those broken pieces, he sweeps them up together, and he makes this beautiful mosaic. And what you think that you would never become, then you start walking into that season. And then you start singing, it is my season to be blessed. God made me a promise, I stood the test.
What was the one about the jar? When it got broken into a million pieces, the guy didn't just leave the pieces. He put that liquid through the...
Yeah, I can't remember that. You're going to have to look that up. I can't remember. Anyway. But anyway, did you have anything to share?
I think I already did. Oh, wait.
Point number 2.
Sometimes it's scary to speak up. Because growing up, it was like I didn't have control of a remote that had the mute button. Everybody else did.
Yep. It's so
Not
true.
Literally.
It's so
but sometimes it does feel literal. Especially when it was emotionally too. Like sometimes they go inside each other.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was reading yours. Especially if I don't know how people will react, because I always thought, okay, if I'm quiet, they have nothing to say. They don't say nothing.
You just could go unseen and unheard.
Yeah.
Is that the idea?
Because I always was reserved. I thought, okay, if I'm by myself, I could
all
care
by
less.
myself.
Like, I didn't
I'll
care.
love
Like, if I
by
stay quiet,
myself
nobody would have
anymore.
anything judgmental or anything to say.
Oh, how many people and women are out there thinking that, right? If I just stay quiet, then nobody can judge me, nobody can notice me, it keeps me out of trouble.
Like, you won't put that hood over your head.
I want to put the hood over your head.
But when I tell the truth, sometimes you'll find with the truth, no matter how, like, the truth is real enough that it doesn't matter what other people think about it, because it's the truth, it doesn't get twisted, it reveals itself.
The truth will set you free. Right, Maddie?
Because it helps, like, talking actually helps, even if it's just saying it to your dog.
And Madison does that, don't you? So when we got Apollo, partly was for that reason, to just be a companion and therapy dog for Madison, right? So
He just sits there and
he
like,
just sits there and he listens.
but
He
sometimes
listens to her.
you just
Can you
need to
imagine?
say something.
There's no doggy talk back. He just listens and he loves her. And that's sometimes all we need,
And
right?
sometimes it's just a matter of saying something, and then you're good.
Saying, spit it out. And that's what I talked about earlier, journaling. Write it out, get it off your chest, get it out of your system, write it down, journal it. And you know what, sometimes journaling is way better than talking to that girlfriend on the phone that really does not need to know any more of your business, right? You know, because sometimes we can't share things, and sometimes we can't share what's deep inside of us.
Not to everybody.
Right? Not to everybody. You know, God gives you a few close friends, but you know what? He doesn't want us wearing everything on our sleeve and telling
Because
all of our stuff to everybody. Because
it's okay to be different. That's where your power is.
where are you at here? Oh,
There,
okay.
there you go.
It's okay to be different because that's where your superpower is. Because God made us all unique, one of a kind, limited edition. Nobody like Madison. Nobody like
hope
Mom.
not.
Nobody
If there
like
was two
Lorna.
of me in the world, I don't think we'd know what to do.
Priscilla, what does Priscilla say? Speak the truth even if your voice shakes. Yes! Pastor Ann is in the house. Welcome, Pastor Ann. We are praying for your leg and your shoulder better in Jesus' name.
John,
Your
what?
best days are ahead.
Psalm 139:14. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Because the truth is,
Truth is what,
the
Maddie?
difference is your design. Like God had a different blueprint for me than he would with my mom.
Thank the Lord, eh?
If they had two of us,
Oh! It would be an epic moment, wouldn't it, Madison? If there was two of us, can you imagine?
yeah, I don't
Ah! Can't
Or
you
if there was
never
two
be
of
the same?
Ann.
Two of Ann. Oh.
How it helps.
How it helps. So it encourages self-acceptance, celebrates your neurodiversity, breaks the lie that different means less than. So it's okay to be different. So sometimes that voice in the back of your mind is
Like you have to
telling
fight your own self pretty
yes,
much.
you're your own worst enemy, right?
So you can also
when-
be your world's best friend.
That's right. So you have to choose what you're going to do with that.
Myrna Olson says good morning. I don't know who that is.
Hi, Myrna. How are you? Can you tag Mary Manis?
Mary.
Anyway, so, you know, the devil will try to speak all kinds of nonsense in our head. But you know what? God wants us to know that we are special.
Love you too, Anne.
That he will guide and help us. And he wants us to embrace being our unique self, right? And how that he made us. So raising Maddie taught me that being different is beautiful. So I had a choice. And I look back on my life and it's just like, wow. When I adopted Madison, I had no idea what I was in for. I had no
She
idea.
really didn't. She didn't have like the papers from.
No, there was no papers. So, but what I did have was 10 years of prayer that I had prayed her in. I had the picture that God had given me in my mind and that little vision of the girl peeking out around the couch that I talk about when she was about 2, and it was that exact snapshot. So I knew that God had me in Madison's life, and there was no doubt about it that he had picked me to be her mom. But still, I did not know the journey was going to be so difficult. So, but it taught me that being different was the most beautiful thing ever. I used to worry about what people would think, until I saw the gift of God shining in her. And she doesn't fit the mold, and I thank God for that, right? But I could have easily got discouraged. You know, I wasn't doing what all the other moms were doing. I wasn't, you know, Madison wasn't in the ballet or dance or, you know, whatever, all those different things. And I could have really gotten down about that, right? But God let me be okay with the way Madison was and the different tools that she needed in her toolbox. And because of me being a creative person, he kept downloading all those things to me, right? So then over the years, I just kept accumulating more things for my toolbox and for her toolbox. So everybody has a toolbox. It doesn't matter who we are.
Some days you might need a hammer and sometimes you might need the tape.
That's right. I talked to a girlfriend yesterday, and, you know, she's going through a stage in her life that's hard. And, you know, we both agreed that, you know what, God gives us different tools for different seasons. And it's the same like he has different friends for different seasons sometimes. You know, there could be somebody where you think, oh, I could never walk my life without this person, right? And you go through a real difficult season, and then time goes on, and then all of a sudden this person, they react in a way that you're like, well, I didn't see that coming, or, you know, that really surprised me. And it's not that you love them any less, but God will just maybe use a different person to impact you in different seasons. And Madison is giving me the tap. So go ahead, do your Maddie moment.
Autism doesn't make me broken, makes me creative, focused, and fast. At Goodwill, they call me the Ferrari worker for a reason.
Yes, because we talked about that, didn't we? The Ferrari worker.
I can do things my own way, and that's a strength.
Woo! Yes, it is.
Because God's timing is better than your timeline.
Okay, this is our new point. God's timing is better than your timing.
Ecclesiastes 3:11, he makes everything beautiful in its time.
And like I always say, God's never late, he's never early, he's always on time, every time. And yeah, we always get stuck in that because we have our own timelines and our own deadlines, right? Where it's like, no, God, it has to be by Tuesday, you know, whatever. But God might say, you know what, you just need to wait a minute. And then sometimes God gives us things earlier than we expect.
Waiting isn't wasting, it's preparation.
Waiting isn't wasting, it's preparation. Woo! That is so good. So waiting isn't wasting, it's preparation. And how it helps is it calms anxiety. And how many of us need that?
A lot.
A lot. Madison is just getting right out comfortable here. She's got her legs up. Hey, she's going to just making herself home at the Limitless Church office here. It encourages patience and perspective, which sometimes we all need. Let's face it, we all need patience and perspective. I'm doing great. Warren is watching. Denise, welcome.
Nobody else.
Okay. It gives hope during seasons of delay.
Your moment.
And that is so important because when we're in that delayed season, the devil can really try to play with our emotions and really try to get us stuck and really try to get us in a funk. So, you know, you just need to know that there is hope in those seasons of delay, and God will use that. I waited for healing. I waited for breakthrough. I waited for love again. And it didn't come all on my timeline. You know, when you're going through it and you're struggling and, you know, you just feel like you are going through the mud with waders on it. It's so sticky and it's so heavy and it's so hard pushing through. You know what I mean? It's just, you got to just keep believing. But when God did it, it was better than I ever dreamed of. You don't need a clock. You just need trust and faith in Jesus, right? Because in our own way, like my life now, like I say, you know, if I would only have known then what I know now, but my life now, I would have never dreamed to have the life now. I would never dream that Madison would have the life she's having now, right? And that is just when we can let go of the expectations of what we think things should be, and we can just give our lives and say, okay, God, I'm not going to be stressed about this. You're going to take this and you're going to do something wonderful with it. And you walk every day being intentional. You know what? The sky is the limit. God is going to blow your mind what He will do and what He will bless you
But
with.
it took a long time to get my job at Goodwill. At first I felt discouraged, but now I see God had the right place and people ready for me, and it was worth the wait.
It was worth the wait, wasn't it,
Because
Madison?
you're stronger than you think.
Well, just wait. But it was worth the wait because you never dreamed that you'd be there, right?
No.
When you did your co-op there, you weren't ever expecting they were
I
going to
just did it
offer
because
you.
I had to.
She did it because she had
That
to.
is a lot of truth. I did it because I had to.
Right. You were in the college program. You needed to graduate. It was part of the graduation program. And you needed to graduate with your co-op, right? So God used that as an unexpected blessing, right? We didn't have any clue that would be God's timing. But that's one of the things that God showed up early, right? So when I say, He's never early, He's never late, He's always on time. Well, in our mind, He was early, but in His time, it was perfect. He knew that all along, that was going to be the plan for Madison, right? But in our minds, we had no clue because we like to organize and plan things, right? So number 5 is you're stronger than you think and way more loved than you know. I had to restart my phone, so she doesn't want me to read the comments.
He reads them after anyway. Isaiah 41:10. Do not fear, I will strengthen you and help you.
Right.
Wait.
Oh, wait. Okay, so she's got something you're going to add there. Do I go on to the next point, or you're going to do something?
No, I'm going to do something.
Okay, she's got a thought here. So we are going to let her roll with that thought.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're rolling with it. We're waiting for her. I'm going to check the Facebook comments.
There we go.
Because Elaine Linus, I love that. Waiting isn't waiting, it's preparation. Thanks, Maddie.
This is the one I always go by, but it has to do with that strength thingy. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. There we go.
Teach me, Lord, to wait. If Anne was here, we could sing it.
She probably is.
They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength.
If you're not weak,
they shall mount up on wings like eagles. They shall run and not grow weary. Okay, we're going back to our notes. Teach me, Lord,
Yeah.
to wait. So you're not weak, you're growing. And how this helps is it speaks strength into the weakness, which is so important. Encourages women, parents, young adults, whoever it is. You know what? You are stronger than you think, and you are loved more than you know. It reminds everyone of God's given resilience. Somebody says, "I can't believe you went through that." It's like you never. Latanya, welcome, Latanya. Hello, beautiful people. So I was going to say something, and now I lost my train of thought. Isn't that such a surprise?
No,
but
it isn't.
You never know until you go through it, you never know how you respond to it. Because people would say, "I can't believe you went through that. How did you go through that?" And it's like, what?
Trying to gather the idea
until you go through something yourself.
You don't know until you've done it.
That's right. You don't know until you've done it. So I never actually thought I would be that strong either. But when you're in the middle of that mess, and like the subtitle of my book is, when God is all you got, you find out He is all you need, it changes everything. So if you have no other option than to fight in faith and pull down just love you guys confirming words for me this morning. Thank you for being His instruments. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Thank you for joining us, Elaine. Elaine, you're going to have to come to our Limitless Ladies group if you can make it out. That would be amazing to have you here, and you could talk about the product that you support. Oh, it's amazing. I use it. Okay, so there were days that I cried in my car, and that was so often. I felt exhausted. I wondered if I was failing Madison. All of these things when the world comes crashing down on you and the devil just keeps taking a blow at you.
Because he always does that, because he knows that you're the strongest of people. He just keeps attacking you.
Right. He tries to wear us out and exhaust us. so that we just have nothing
He uses
left.
the same tactics, just in different ways.
Doesn't he? He's a dirty little sneaky devil. And you know what? The thing I realized, I was stronger than I ever realized. And God never left me for a second of that. He was there. He met me in my lowest of lows. Yes, Maddie, you had something?
Sometimes I feel anxious or
Sending
overwhelmed.
me- Yes.
But I remember how far I've come with God's help and the right people cheering me on. I keep going, and I'm proud of that, even if I had to cry in my room.
I'm proud of you too, Maddie. Look what the Lord has done. Oh my goodness, I got a song for everything today. I am just
She
loving,
does anything.
I'm just loving life. I got a song for
He has
everything.
it for everything, whether it's now or not.
Right, but isn't it exciting? Because God gives us a song, right? I don't like hanging out with sourpuss Christians or country club Christians, or, you know, they need to have joy in Jesus, right?
The ones that are baptized in vinegar?
That's right. I don't like them. They're not my
You
favorite.
said that, don't
I
you?
know. That's what I say, isn't it? Or the country club Christians. I want Jesus, girls that are overflowing with joy and laughter is their middle name. Like, I want people to know that Jesus wants us to have fun. What are you saying here? She's saying, wrap it up, buttercup. Okay, so what would you say to your younger self? What would you
Like,
say
if
to
you
your
could
younger
go back in time and...
If I could turn back time.
Just think for a
What would you
second.
say, Maddie? Drop it in the comments. We'd love to read a few.
It's okay, you got it. Might
You
look
got
like
this,
you're
girl.
going through the sticky middle or the sticky mud.
Sticky pudding. Sticky
But
toffee
all you
pudding.
need is a little bit
All
of
you
rain to
need
get out of
is
it.
love and Jesus. All you need is Jesus. He is all you really need. So, God, we thank you for everything that you've done for us, and that our past doesn't disqualify us. It doesn't. It does not disqualify us. You're still writing our story. We still declare healing and hope. The holy confidence over every woman, every parent, every young person watching today. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. So, you know what? No matter what we're going through, no matter what our challenge is today, there are people out there today that are going through some really hard knocks of life. Maddie, look at the camera.
I am.
Oh, you're looking down.
Yeah.
And, you know, it could be, you know, anxious about school starting up. I know kids in the States are going away to university soon, and school is starting
It's
soon.
not even
and
university. It could be high school,
it could
too.
be high school. It could be public school. Everybody has a story. It could be a new job. It could be they're having a new baby. There could be in a new relationship. They could be praying for a partner, someone to be with. They could be walking through a diagnosis. They could be walking through a death in the family. They could be a parent of a special needs child that they're getting, their frustration is building. And you know what? I just encourage everyone just to pray about it.
I just
take a
say,
deep
with
breath
special
and
needs
pray about it.
people, sometimes all they need is somebody that just listens.
Somebody just, and how many special needs or not, I think all of us need somebody that just listens, right? You just want, everybody wants to feel heard, loved, appreciated.
Like, they could be screaming at you and just try to... I don't know what the thing is.
Just try to keep loving them,
Get that.
right? Laugh and love for Jesus.
Try not
Give
to
them joy.
scream back at them.
Try not to scream back. That is a great words of wisdom, right? We want the noise-canceling headphones in your toolbox.
They'll just react.
Right?
Back.
Noise-canceling headphones in your toolbox, right?
Yeah.
So what are we going to remember? Little is much when God is in it. And what happens, Madison? When he's in it, we're in it to win it. And look for our invite to the Ladies Limitless Ladies Group, Laughing and Loving Ladies Back to Life. We're going to be sending them out in the next day or two. We got delayed on working on some other projects, but it's exciting! It's exciting. So many exciting things going on.
Hey.
And we would like to have Real Talk Kim here next year and build this group to kaboom and help women live their best life,
Yeah.
body, soul, and spirit, and be there for each other, to love and support each other, and have fun when we're doing it, because it's all about having fun and learning to laugh again. And we will see you next time.